protein powder is just for gaining muscle? Think again. It's actually an incredibly beneficial supplement for people with diabetes to make sure that you're getting enough protein in your diet. But how do you know what is the best protein powder for diabetes? Well, stay tuned because I am revealing everything you need to know about protein powder and your blood sugar and giving you my top list of dietitian approved protein powders for diabetes management. Hey, Erin here with Healthy Mom, Happy Family. And as a registered dietitian and diabetes educator, I know that it can be so overwhelming when you're looking for a protein powder and you have diabetes. And that's why I did all the work for you. I wanted to share with you my roundup of the top 10 best protein powders for people with diabetes. But before we dive in, I just want to remind you that if you want more diabetes education and diabetes content, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new video. All right, so let's talk about if protein powder is good for diabetes. So if you have diabetes and you're struggling to get enough protein in your diet, which a lot of people are, a protein powder can be a really great way to help. Now, what's nice about protein, and one of the reasons you want protein in your diet, is that it helps to regulate blood sugar levels. When you have protein at a meal, it can slow down digestion, so you feel full longer, but it also helps to regulate how quickly the carbohydrates and the sugar convert into sugar in your bloodstream. So getting enough protein in your diet is essential. Now, you also need protein to support lean muscle mass, and that plays a really big role in metabolism. So there's a lot of reasons you want to make sure you're meeting your dietary protein needs. And if you fall short, a protein powder can be a really, really great place to get in more protein in the day. Now, there's a couple things I want to mention. A protein powder really shouldn't be a meal replacement. If you're in a pinch, if you're on the go, it's fine. But generally, you want to think about it as part of the meal. So maybe add some fruit or some vegetable with it. And if you do choose a protein powder as your meal, you want to make sure that it is satisfying enough, that you're getting enough protein, you're getting some carbohydrate, you're getting some fat, so it really rounds out that meal. So we're going to look at how to use protein powder, how to balance it as a snack or a meal, but also what to look for when you're choosing a protein powder, because there are a lot out there. And if you walk down the protein aisle and you see all the different varieties of protein powder, it's pretty overwhelming. And I want to kind of cut through that noise and highlight to you which brands are the best, but also what to look for. So if you want to go do your own research and look down the aisle yourself, you can find some other brands that work for you too. All right, so when you're thinking about which protein powder is actually best for diabetes, you want to think about a protein powder that, yes, there's protein, right? They all have protein in them, but you want one that has a minimal amount of added sugar. If there's no added sugar, even better, but a low amount of added sugar is what we want to look for. You also want high quality protein. So protein from whey or soy or pea protein. You want to make sure you're getting quality protein. All right, so first let's talk about how to choose the right type of protein in your protein powder, because this is a little bit individualized. So for instance, whey protein can be a good option for a lot of people with diabetes, but some people might benefit from whey protein isolate rather than the concentrate. Because whey isolate undergoes more processing, which really results in a higher protein content, and it has less carbs, less lactose, and less fat. So whey protein for some individuals can cause an upset stomach if you have specific food allergies, if you're sensitive to lactose, or obviously if you're vegan, you're going to want more of a plant-based protein. So there are alternatives out there. So this is kind of my checklist I use when it comes to finding the best protein powder for diabetes. You want a low to moderate amount of carbohydrates, high quality protein, so whey or soy or pea protein, little to no added sugar, limited artificial sweeteners or sugar alcohols. You don't necessarily want artificial flavors, but the most important is you want to enjoy the taste of it if you're going to be using it regularly, and you want to find a price that you feel comfortable with. Okay, so you want to make sure it works for your budget, works for your taste, and also works for your health. All right, so I wanted to share with you the protein powders on the market that I believe are the best protein powders for diabetes. These are all dietitian approved, and pretty much all of them are easy to find. I found them in Walmart, Amazon, most stores. So these aren't really hard to find, but these are all very beneficial. And again, you have to find the one that works for you. Is it the protein you want? Does it have the flavor you want? And does it work for your budget as well? All right, so first on the list was Orgain's Organic Protein Powder. Now I really like this because it comes in a variety of flavors. It is low in carbohydrate, 15 grams per serving, and you're getting 21 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat. So it's a really nice balance. What you'll find with this is you have that protein, you have the fat, you have a little bit of carbohydrate, so a great balance for blood sugar. It is plant-based protein too, so if you are looking for a plant-based protein option, this works within that. And it's sweetened with stevia and erythritol. So that means it has no added sugars, and it's not really sweetened with artificial sweeteners either. Now this is a really good one because you can use it as a smoothie, but I also really like to add it into recipes too. Like if I'm making muffins or pancakes or even cookies, you can throw it in for a protein boost and to make that recipe a bit more blood sugar friendly. Second on the list is another Orgain brand. It's Orgain's Organic Protein Plus Oat Milk Protein Powder. Now this one is pretty much in line nutrient-wise. It has 160 calories, 13 grams of carbohydrates, so a little bit lower than the other Orgain brand, and 20 grams of protein, along with 3.5 grams of fat. So again, very well balanced. Now what makes this protein powder a bit different is you're getting organic protein sources from pea protein, oat powder, brown rice powder, and chia protein. So it's a great blend. You're getting high quality complete protein, and it is plant-based. So really great way, especially if you're following a vegan meal plan, to get in that plant-based complete protein and make sure that you're keeping your blood sugar balanced. Now what's pretty cool about this protein powder is it's a 2-in-1 protein powder, which means you can just add water and you don't necessarily have to add milk or anything else that's gonna boost the carbohydrate content, and it doesn't really cost anything either to just add the water in. So you can mix it just with water and it comes out tasting great. Third on the list is Orgain's Keto Collagen Protein Powder. Now this is a great option if you're looking for a lower calorie option. You're only getting 90 calories per serving here and only 3 grams of carbohydrates, so much lower in carbohydrate than we've seen so far, and 10 grams of protein. So it's a little bit, to me, per serving is more of what we'd use as a snack or an enhancement to a meal to boost protein without the carbohydrate. And it's unflavored collagen. So what's really nice about this is you can mix it into anything. So if you're making a fruit smoothie and you want more protein, but you don't necessarily want the flavor of a protein powder, you can mix this right in and enhance the protein content without adding to the carbohydrate content. So it's a great way to add more fullness, meet your protein needs during the day, keep blood sugar steady. Now the only thing to note with this is because it is a collagen protein, it's not a complete source of protein, which means it doesn't have all the essential amino acids in it. Now it's fine to add in, and you're going to be eating other foods during the day, so you're going to get complete proteins, but you don't want to rely on this alone as, say, a meal replacement because it's not designed that way. It's really designed to enhance the protein content of another food or recipe. Number 4 on the list is ProMix Unflavored Whey Protein Powder. Now per serving here, you're getting 120 calories and only 3 grams of carbohydrate, 25 grams of protein. So this is still pretty low in calories, very minimal carbohydrate, so no impact on blood sugar, but it has a higher protein content, 25 grams. So this is a really great option with diabetes when you think about enhancing protein at a meal without having much impact on blood sugar at all. And I'm really partial to this brand too because it is created by a registered dietitian. So I feel really great about the nutritional content of it. It's unflavored, so you can really add it into anything and it enhances the protein but doesn't change the taste. And you're really just getting 2 ingredients. The protein here is whey protein concentrate, so if you are looking to avoid animal-based proteins, then this wouldn't be for you, but otherwise I think it's a really great option. There's nothing artificial in it, so there's no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors. It's free of gluten and soy, so it really works for most allergens, most dietary needs. And the only thing you want to think about this is there's 4 grams of added sugar in it, so just, look at the carbohydrate content. It's very minimal, but you want to think about that as far as what you're adding it into and then the overall carbohydrate content of that meal. Number 5 is Vega's Protein and Greens. Now this is a nice low calorie option too. So again, I wouldn't use this as a meal substitute, but more as an enhancement or a snack. 120 calories per serving. We're getting only 6 grams of total carb, 20 grams of protein. So a really great way to enhance the satiety of a meal and get in more protein. It is a plant-based protein, and what's really nice about this is I love that it has a lot of green vegetable extracts in it. So spinach, kale, broccoli, that's added in. So not only are you getting the protein, but you're also getting the antioxidants. So it's like a win-win as far as getting in. Now it's not a replacement for vegetables, okay? You can't just take this and say you don't need to eat vegetables during the day, but it is a way to enhance the antioxidant content of your diet. And I really like this one because you can mix it right into smoothies. It's really great. You can mix it just with water. So very, very easy to use as well. Number 6 is Bob's Red Mill Whey Protein Powder. Now this is one of the lowest calorie options on the list. You're getting only 80 calories per serving, only 3 grams of carbohydrate. So again, very, very minimal as far as the impact on blood sugar, and 15 grams of protein. So this is great as a snack or a meal enhancement. Again, not enough to be a full meal on its own, but a great way to add more protein into the diet. I love that it's unsweetened. That's always something I look for when I'm choosing a protein powder because it makes it so much more versatile. I can add it into anything. So you can put it into a fruit smoothie, it doesn't change the taste. I could put it into a recipe, it doesn't change the taste. So that's one way I like to use a protein powder like this, is a way to boost protein, minimize the impact of blood sugar on a meal or on a snack, and you know that you're getting a nice high quality protein. The other thing to note here is because it is whey protein concentrate that is heat stable, so it doesn't just have to be added into smoothies and cold food, you can actually bake with it as well. Number 7 on our list is Now Sports Whey Protein Isolate. Now this is also a pretty low calorie option, only 110 calories, and this is one of the lowest carbohydrate on our list. There's less than 1 gram of carbohydrate per serving, so really no impact on blood sugar here. 25 grams of protein and only a half a gram of fat. So this is basically protein and that is it. You don't have to worry about really any other macronutrient in this. So great way to enhance protein, and you're getting 25 grams. So it's a bit more volume of protein if you're throwing it into a snack or a recipe. It's bioavailable, it's easy digestible protein, so you're gonna feel good with it too. This is a really great option for people with diabetes. It's really marketed to and especially great for athletes too, if you are an active person, athlete with diabetes, because it is a high quality source of complete protein and one of the highest protein contents on our list with the least amount of calories and carbohydrate. So great way to boost the protein without impacting blood sugar. Number 8 on the list is Garden of Life Organic Whey Protein Grass-Fed. So if you are looking for a whey protein and you feel strongly that it needs to be grass-fed, this is a great option for you. 120 calories per serving, only 6 grams of carbohydrate and 2 grams of fiber. So we're really looking at 4 grams of net carbs here and 21 grams of protein. It's also very low in fat, only 2 grams per serving. So again, a good combination, good quality protein. The whey protein here is coming from pasture-fed, grass-fed cows. What's nice about this whey protein is it also includes probiotics. So you're getting the gut health benefit as well as the protein benefit. Now they have flavored versions that have 0 grams of added sugar, and they are sweetened with erythritol and stevia. So depending on what you're looking for and if you enjoy the flavor, this is a great option. And if you're looking for something that benefits protein as well as gut health, it's a great combination. Number 9 is the Mantobia Harvest Hemp Organic Max Protein Powder. So this protein powder, when you look per serving, has 140 calories. So again, very much middle of the road when we look at this list as far as calories go. Low end, so it wouldn't really be a meal by itself, but more of an enhancement. Only 2 grams of carbohydrate, and we're getting 20 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat. So very nice, very balanced, only 1 gram of sugar. Now this protein is coming from hemp, so it only has 1 ingredient, which is really kind of cool. When you think about all the protein powders out there, and some have laundry lists of ingredients, the only ingredient is hemp seeds and oregano extract. So you're getting 20 grams of plant-based protein. It's just coming from ground hemp seeds. So what's nice about that is you're getting omega-3 fatty acids. You're getting a really rich nutrient profile. There's iron, there's potassium, there's magnesium. So a really great way not just to boost protein, but also to boost nutrients in your diet. And this is unflavored and unsweetened. So you can add it into everything from smoothies to oatmeal to soup. A lot of different things you can do. One thing is pretty interesting, and if you haven't tried it yet, it's a great way to reduce the carbohydrate content of a recipe and amp up the protein, is you can actually use hemp protein to replace up to 25% of flour in baked goods. So if you're cooking and you want a way to kind of transform the recipe, make it more blood sugar friendly, that's an easy way to do it. All right, and number 10 to wrap up our list is Naked Egg Protein Powder. Now, I don't think you'll be surprised by the name that this protein powder actually gets its protein from powdered egg whites, which is pretty cool. And you're only getting 110 calories per serving. There's only 2 grams of carbohydrate, 25 grams of protein, and there's no fat. So egg white protein powder is a really great option if you are sensitive to whey protein or if you have allergies. Really great way to enhance your protein content. And sometimes, not everybody loves plant-based protein powders. I feel like some clients maybe don't tolerate them as well or feel a little bit more bloated after them. I don't find that, but it's just something to consider. So if you've ever experienced that or experienced that with whey, egg-based protein powder is a really great alternative and something to try out for yourself too. There has been some studies that say that the whey protein is slightly better for muscle growth than egg white protein, but honestly, the evidence of that is pretty minimal, and we really know a lot of it comes down to just making sure we're getting our protein content during the day, and also if you're looking at actively building muscle, timing your protein content after exercise to make sure you're supporting your muscle health. But I find that this is a very easy to find protein powder and a great way to enhance your protein and really, something that's tolerated by most groups. All right, so let's talk about sugar-free protein powder for diabetes, because I just wanted to give you a little bit of a note here is that sometimes you can walk down the aisle and see sugar-free on the label. And does that really mean that it's diabetes friendly? The one thing I always want you to do is check the ingredients. A lot of sugar-free options have artificial sweeteners or sugar alcohols. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. I have no problem with that. But not everybody loves the taste, and some people, especially if there's a large amount of sugar alcohols, that can impact the GI system. And for some individuals, they feel gas and bloat with that. So read the labels, know what's in the protein powder, and think about what works best for you, what works best for your taste buds, what you tolerate the best. And I always think your best rule of thumb is to talk to your dietitian, talk to your physician, and discuss what protein powder might be best for your individual needs when it comes to managing blood sugar and diabetes. All right, so what's the bottom line when it comes to protein powders for diabetes? Well, there are a lot of options out there, like you can see. So the most important thing is to find a variety that works for your blood sugar, works for your taste buds, and works for your wallet. I give you a list of 10 that I love that are dietitian approved. I recommend them to my clients. I'm going to link to that list below so you can easily see it, click on it, print it off, take it to the store with you. But let me know in the comments which of these you like the best, or if you have another protein powder that you rely on that you find is great for your blood sugar. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're getting enough protein, not just in your diet, but at your meals and at your snacks. Because remember, protein helps to satisfy your appetite, it curbs hunger, and it supports blood sugar. It's going to keep your blood sugar more stable all throughout the day. So making sure you're getting quality protein at each meal and each snack is vital to diabetes management. And protein powders can be a great way to add more protein to your snack or to your meal if you tend to fall short on protein. So there's a lot of protein powders out there. Make sure you choose the one that's low in carbohydrate, good quality protein, and read those labels. So I hope you found this list helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss new tips, tricks, and recipes. Thanks for being here.